There is perhaps no figure in literature more fascinating than the trickster, appearing in various forms in the folklore of many cultures. He is different from the figure of the fool, who is harmless but also naive, and many times ends up harming himself. The fool walks joyfully, dreaming about all his adventures, unaware that if he takes just one more step, he would fall down a cliff. Trickster is witty and deceitful. He is the timeless root of all the picaresque creations of world literature, and is not reducible to one single literary entity. Trickster tales have existed since ancient times, and has been said to be at the very foundation of civilization and culture. They belong to the oldest expressions of mankind. Tricksters are the breakers of rules, agents of mischief, masters of deceit, and boundary crossers. The best way to describe trickster is to say simply that the boundary is where he will be found, sometimes drawing the line, sometimes crossing it, sometimes erasing or moving it, but always there, the god of the threshold in all its forms. Tricksters are always on the road. They are the lords of in-between. While we endeavor to trace the trickster to his origin, he continues to play his tricks on us, always evasive, always crossing our conceptual boundaries of definition in which we try to confine him. Perhaps here is a first lesson to be learned from the trickster. Whatever we do, he's always one step ahead of us. The victims of people such as conmen and snake oil salesmen are those who are unconscious of trickster. They have been tricked by their own naivety, greed or self-deception. We have to be a little tricky to guard against being tricked. There can also be people who really believe that they are helping others, but are in fact tricking them. In this case, both perpetrator and victim are unconscious of trickster. Trickster is disruptive only when it operates unconsciously in our lives as an autonomous entity. Another way the trickster can appear is as one who's not deceiving but telling you the truth, but we likely won't believe him. In medieval times, the jester was known to speak the truth without losing his head. He was the only person who received permission from the king to be allowed to tell it like it is, and was an important figure in the royal courts. To make his special privileges known, he wore a cap and bells and a full scepter mirroring the king's crown and scepter. Trickster is present in us as soon as we gain awareness of our ego in our childhood. It is the most primitive progression to the hero myth, but a necessary step towards becoming mature